welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I do hope that you will stick around and join my YouTube family. Today's video is basically all about how we can train our minds to be stronger than we are. I know that it's something that not everybody has or not everybody is. I used to be quite a strong person. I used to be very much, I don't know, I used to be kind of like, people knew they couldn't say, like, mess with me. People knew you need to be careful what you say to that girl because she won't bite her tongue. She won't take it. She won't allow you to treat her with disrespect. And I think that it really kind of made people respect me because they knew they weren't going to just be able to walk all over me. I would always give an honest answer or an honest opinion. I'd always be blunt about something. I would always just say it how it is. I wasn't always like that. I used to be really sensitive and I used to cry all the time for no reason. Just anytime something upset me or someone said something I didn't like. I don't remember what happened to me to make me the more aggressive, who do you think you're talking to kind of person. But I don't know what happened. I don't know, but I lost that. And I went through a difficult time at work, and I ended up feeling very broken and I couldn't defend myself. I just felt like there was no way to fix what I was going through. I just felt like the situation at work broke me as a person and I wasn't able to be that strong Sarah anymore. So now I'm obviously pregnant, so I've got hormones all over the place going crazy and every little thing at the moment is making me cry. But I want to try and get myself into certain habits that is going to try and train myself to believe in myself more and believe that I am a strong person and you're not going to walk all over me. And I want to get back to that person I was before. But it is important to know that there is a difference between being firm and true to yourself and establish dominance without being aggressive. So yeah, I just want to share with you a few things that I am going to do to try and help me get there again. And if any of you are feeling like you're really proper sensitive at the moment and you need some help just being stronger and, you know, you want to man up a bit and get thicker skin, then stick with me. Let's do this together. Let me know what you're doing, how it's going, and let's try and help each other through this. So the first thing I'm going to do is write down my feelings. So I have bought this book. This is just a normal notebook from the pound shop. Nothing amazing, but quite pretty. It's nice to look at, so obviously you want to pick it up. But basically I love writing. I love anything to do with stationery. I love typing. I love handwriting. Like, I'm a very, like, I think when I write things down, it's a really good release for me. I think this is going to be a good way to just vent my feelings. So rather than going to other people and bogging people with my problems, bogging people down, I think this is hopefully going to be a way where I can just express myself. I'll pick up the notebook, I'll write the date and what happened, how I felt, and maybe just spend sort of 15-20 minutes a day just writing in this book anything that I maybe achieved or felt like I failed at. Kind of a diary, but I don't want the pressure of having to do this every day. I'm rubbish at keeping diaries. I don't think diaries are long enough as well, and I think the good thing about this is there's no set pattern in it, so I could just write 4 pages long for one day if I want to. But I think this would be a good way to just vent and release and express my feelings, put it all on paper, and then as far as I'm concerned, it's the book's problem. Now it's in the book, I have to get rid of the book, not literally, but put the book aside and come to deal with it another time. It's off my mind once it's in the book. Now that isn't easy to do, but I did find it kind of helped me a little bit when I was in my difficult situation at work. I had a little book, and if something bothered me, rather than dwell on it and getting angry and wanting to talk to people about it and vent, I had a little notebook that I wrote down what happened. And then I was like, right, close the book. It's the book's problem. And it did help me for a little bit, because I actually found that once I'd expressed my feelings in that book, I'd expressed my feelings in some form, and I just felt like when I then looked back on it a few days later, I was just like, wow, that was really silly. And obviously, I think because we don't know what we're going through at a certain time, we don't know how something's going to affect us, I think it's good to have a record of things like this so that you can look back and go, wow, I don't deal with things like that anymore, or that wouldn't bother me anymore. And you can maybe use it as a way of strengthening yourself to see how stronger you've become. But that's what I want to do now. I want to start taking time, just whenever something happens that I feel I want to note it, I will note it. And I'll write it in this book, and it's the book's problem, and I can come back to it when I next pick up the book. But until then, I clear my head and I get on with my life, and I'm trying to live my life and be happy and forget about the problem. So this brings me to my second sort of theory or method. I read about this online. It's called worry time, setting aside your own worry time. For me, that will be the time that I'm in this book. As long as I'm writing in this book, I can be angry, I can be upset, I can scribble on it, I can rip pages out, I can doodle, you know, whatever I want to do in this book, that is the time I worry about it. But when I close that book and I put it away, I'm done. I think it said something about, when I read this, it's about sort of training your mind not to let negative things dwell and take over your day. You will just be miserable and unhappy if that's what you're going to do. So it's just important to set yourself aside some time. This is when I'm going to deal with my problems. This is when I'm going to go over things, try and revisit what I need to do. But once that worry time, that period is over, I'm done. I get on with my life. I live my life. I'm happy. I'm me again. So that's what I want to do as well, setting aside myself some time, even if I don't have anything to write in the book. If I then go, right, I wrote something in there last night, I need 10 minutes just to read it, think about it, then that's fine. Just a little bit of time, not the whole day. I think it's also important to mention that sometimes we are the reason that we don't deal with things properly. The only person who can help you in a situation that's upsetting you is you, and how you look at it. So it's all about having a positive mental attitude. It's all about your own self-esteem and picking yourself up and believing in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to make other people believe in you either. So I could say something to someone and be like, yeah, you want to watch that? Like, don't even say that to me again. And then if I'm crying seconds later, they're just going to be like, okay, whatever. But if you can, in yourself, build up your self-esteem, build up your strength and courage, and your belief in yourself, then other people will believe you. And it does work. I just want to get myself back to that place where I was before, where things didn't really bother me. And it is hard because, like I said, I'm very hormonal at the moment. But anyway, those were just the few things that I wanted to share. Sort of work on your self-esteem and your sort of your own brain and your own head and yourself. Set aside some worry time for yourself to dwell on your problems, but only keep it to that period of time that you allow yourself to, and write things down. Use a book or a notepad or your phone, or record your voice into something, but make sure that you record your feelings somewhere, because if it's in your head, it's just in your head. Once you feel like you've expressed it, it does take a huge weight off your shoulders. So guys, I'm going to try this, and I'm going to start right now. If you want to do it, let me know. Let me know if you're doing it with me, or if you have any other methods, or if you are just in a similar situation to me. You were strong, now you're feeling like a weaker person, you're a bit more sensitive and you just need help getting back up there. Let's share with each other our feelings and see if we can help each other. So with all that said, I'm going to end the video there, and I do hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all again soon in the very next video. Don't forget to subscribe.